Here we go. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I fucked it up. Oh, maybe I didn't. Dude! What's up, guys? Rage Quitting here, back with another video guide for you guys. And this time we're going to do the 8-second TTK guide for Concealment Operative, but I also want to share with you all of the rotations that I tested and some of the findings that I discovered today will be changing my playstyle in the future for Concealment Operative, and hope maybe it will for you too. But real briefly, what I did was, instead of just finding the best TTK and then just showing that one rotation, I'm going to show you all of the different rotations that I tested, and you guys might be surprised how quickly or how slowly certain rotations are, you know, because as operatives, we have so many different ways to do our opener, right? Backstab openers, right? Corrosive dart openers, and the placement of crippling slice, whether you put it before veiled strike or before backstab, right? So I'm going to show you all of that in this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This video took a lot of time to make, a lot of things tested, so I put a lot into this one, and I hope you guys really enjoy it.
I'm just calling to say
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's just get to the meat and potatoes of this video and the reason why you guys are here. We're going to go over the actual TTK first, but make sure you stick around for all the other rotations that I will include in this video, because they are not too far off from this TTK, and it might not come as a surprise to you if you play Concealment Operative that in order to do the 8-second TTK, you need Tactical Overdrive, okay? You reset your stim boost, you reset Volatile Substance and Backstab, and increase your mastery by 20%. Okay, so to do the 8-second TTK, this is the setup that we're going to take. Level 23 roll knife, just for the increased, you know, crit chance on laceration. For PvP, we always take debilitate, but we're not using it in the rotation. And the 39 roll, we're taking crippling wounds. Okay, so crippling slice causes the next direct damage attack to critically hit. And this actually might surprise you. The rotation that I got the fastest TTK with did not use crippling slice. Okay, Tactical Overdrive is a must at level 43. And then everything up here is just whatever you want to choose for your war zones, okay? But for the TTK, we're doing Tactical Overdrive and Roll Knife, because we don't even really use Crippling Wounds. But we're going to keep Crippling Wounds because it is a very good talent to keep, so that you can use it to get bigger bursts on things outside of your Tactical Overdrive window, okay? Because Tactical Overdrive is a 3-minute cooldown, so once every 3 minutes you can do an 8-second TTK, but outside of that, we will be using Crippling Wounds to get, you know, faster kills. But when you're using Tactical Overdrive to reset all your cooldowns, the use of Crippling Wounds is not necessarily needed, and I will show you in the video. All right, so going into the gear here, for the gear, we are using Volatile Strike. For our tactical, Veiled Strike automatically critically hits targets affected by your unexploded volatile substance and triggers it immediately. Dealing damage this way causes your next backstab to critically hit. All right, the relics we're using is Mastery Power. The implants we're using is Locked and Loaded package, 5% more damage. And then we are using Tactician package, 10% more crit chance while you have a tactical advantage. All right. In the stats here, no accuracy required, above the minimum required 7.14% alacrity, and then the rest of it is into crit. All right, so going on with the rotation here, all right? So the rotation is going to be Stim Boost, Volatile Substance, Veiled Strike, Backstab, Tactical Overdrive, Lacerate, Volatile Substance, Veiled Strike, Backstab. So you're only using your biggest hitting abilities and then resetting it and doing it all again, okay? So here we go, it looks like this. Boom. And then the target always dies on that second backstab. All right? All right, guys, that's it for the 8-second TTK. But what do you do when you don't have Tactical Overdrive, right? Like, what are the best combinations of openers and rotations or whatever? So check out this list that I did, all right? So these are all the variations that I tested, and we're going to talk about this right for a second before I show you all of them. So backstab opener, I hear a lot of people talking about backstab openers and that I should be doing them. I tested them, and each of these rotations here, I tested at least 3 times per, right? And these are the best times that I got from 3 to 5 times of testing like each of these, right? So let's go from the top down here. So backstab opener variations with tactical overdrive, okay? But we're not going to use corrosive dart because, you know, it's not needed. I tried it with corrosive dart. It takes longer, right? But anyway, backstab opener with no crippling slice, 9 seconds. Backstab opener into super stab, right, which is using crippling slice before backstab, 10 seconds. Backstab opener with super veiled strike, so crippling slice before veiled strike, and that was 9 seconds. And I'll show you the videos right here. All right, guys, so that was the backstab opener variations. Next, we're going to go over the tactical overdrive variations, like the regular openers. So this one, tactical overdrive, no crippling slice. This was the 8-second TTK that I showed you in the beginning of this video. So now we're going to do the tactical overdrive super stab and then the tactical overdrive super strike. So if you guys noticed with the first TTK, the one that I showed you with no crippling slice, it took 8 seconds, and that's because it takes 7 GCDs to get the kill. When you're using crippling slice to increase the damage of your next backstab or your next veiled strike, whichever one of these rotations you decide to use, the crippling slice enhancing that backstab or the veiled strike is not enough to kill in the same 7 GCDs. So even though you're using cripple, the target still doesn't die until the second backstab anyway. So you still have to go through the rotation, and that cripple just adds 1 more GCD that you didn't have to use. So that's why we got the 8-second TTK without crippling slice. But anyway, that was super stab and super strike with tactical overdrive. Now we're gonna go into how long does it take to actually get the kill. This is the part right here when you talent into overdrive, but you used it, so you don't have it. We're not going to use tactical overdrive for these next rotations. So the first one here is no overdrive. CD is corrosive dart open. So remember in the TTK videos, the fastest times here with tactical overdrive, you know, 8 seconds and 9 seconds. We don't use the backstab opener and we don't use corrosive dart. And, you know, it's the same reason why, you know, we did the fastest time with no cripple, is because that corrosive dart spends 1 GCD but doesn't do enough damage to make it worth it. So we're going to use corrosive dart on these openers though. So if you're not gonna use tactical overdrive, you should use corrosive dart, because that'll kind of supplement that damage, right? It takes it's a dot that you put on in the beginning, and your lacerates into poisoned targets will give you 1 free tactical advantage. But I mean, you get that with the backstab anyway, because backstab has a poison on it too. But you know, corrosive dart has that nice little dot on it, so we need that dot since we're not using overdrive in these next 2 videos. So no overdrive, corrosive dart open with super stab, and then no overdrive, corrosive dart open with super strike. No overdrive, super stab without corrosive dart, and it takes 1 extra global here. And then without corrosive dart with super strike was 10 seconds. So this is what was actually the same timing, but maybe I got just super lucky with crits and stuff like that. But I think I ended up using like a grenade or something for one of these, you know, like a frag grenade. Because there's like these awkward like dead globals at the end of the rotation, like right when you need to get the kill, you don't have enough like tactical advantage or something. So I just threw frag grenade or something in some of these rotations when there was that awkward like dead global at the end. But anyway, we'll show these videos right now. So as you can see, guys, I am pretty impressed with the damage of Concealment without Tactical Overdrive. When you talent into it, but you don't have it, right? So it still did 10 seconds for both Corrosive Dart openers with Super Stab and Super Strike. So the next two right here, I'm not going to show just for the interest of time. So we're going to move on to the next one. You know, the other two is without Corrosive Dart opener, so it just takes one more global at the end. You know, use whatever you want, another Veiled Strike or another Lacerate or a Frag Grenade, whatever, right? All right, guys, so let's go into the next one here. So talenting into Tactical Criticals. We're coming out of Tactical Overdrive and going into Tactical Critical. These are the different rotations we did. So Corrosive Dart opener with Super Stab, Corrosive Dart opener with Super Strike, Corrosive Dart opener with neither, with no cripple, and then we did non-Corrosive Dart Super Stab, which got 100k backstab, so that's why I wrote 100k there, which is pretty cool. And then no Corrosive Dart Super Strike, and then we're doing the backstab openers with Tactical Critical. So these two down here, the backstab openers, if you're speccing into Tactical Critical, I don't suggest doing the backstab openers because they added, you know, 2 to 3 seconds to the overall time. So I don't think it's worth doing backstab openers with Tactical Critical. But anyway, I'm going to show all the videos right now. All right, guys, so there it is. That's all the info for you. I kind of made this video with more of a scientific approach where I kind of just gather all the data and share it with you. But in closing here, let's go over some thoughts about this. So from top to bottom here, the backstab opener variation with Tactical Overdrive was not faster than doing just like a regular Tactical Overdrive variation, you know, just starting off with the Stim Boost Volatile Veiled Strike, right? And I think this opener here is more has a lot more in common with all of the rest of the rotations, whereas the backstab rotation is a completely different rotation. So you do the backstab and then you move on to other things, and it kind of just throws things off. So in order to keep everything simple and kind of similar to all of the other rotations, because all of these ones down here, you know, everything excluding the backstab openers are all very similar. Like you're just making minor adjustments here and there. So in order to keep that muscle memory and, you know, knowing your cooldowns and stuff like that, I think I'm just going to stay away from the backstab openers. Like these backstab openers had, you know, 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 9 seconds, whereas the regular opener was 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 9 seconds. So you're shaving 1 second from doing, you know, the things this way. I'm going to stay away from backstab openers, okay? And then moving on into this section here, regular Tactical Overdrive openers with Volatile Veiled Strike. I was pretty surprised that using Crippling Slice to buff, you know, Super Stab or Super Strike actually ended up taking 1 more second because but it kind of makes sense too, because you know, that cripple, although it buffs your other abilities, it doesn't, it still requires 8 GCDs, whereas if you don't use a cripple, you can only use 7 GCDs to get the kill. So, but still, I think in the end, it really doesn't matter, like 1 second, you know? Do your rotation how you do it. I'm just here to present this information to you, right? And if anybody comes up with anything else, please feel free to leave it in the comments or whatever. But anyway, so moving on here. So you talent into Overdrive, but you don't have it because you used it or whatever, or you decide not to use it. These rotations here, you know, you just add like 2 seconds to an actual Tactical Overdrive rotation. So I was pretty surprised to see that there wasn't that much of a disparity between the two rotations, right? Like Tactical Overdrive is awesome. You reset everything and you blow them up, right? But even without it, you still get really fast TTKs. So everything kind of just depends on, overall damage in the Warzone. Just depends on your awareness, positioning, uptime, target selection, right? So I think in the end here, like, rotation doesn't really matter all that much compared to all of the other things that you need to be worrying about in the Warzone, right? That's something else that I took away from this. And then talenting into tactical critical down here, this could be easier for new players because you don't have to worry about one other ability that you have to manage with tactical overdrive. But there is an advantage that tactical overdrive has over tactical critical, right? If you do the rotations with tactical critical, you still get fast TTKs, right? 11 seconds, 10 seconds, right? Except unless you do a backstab opener, which I didn't show in the video because it's not even worth it. Like, it's 12 and 13 seconds. Like, I don't want to show it. Okay, it's still really fast TTKs. The advantage that Tactical Overdrive has is that, there are those times in the Warzone where you don't have your cooldowns, but if you did, this guy that's attacking you would be dead, right? So that's when Tactical Overdrive is super clutch, right? It's like you can just turn the tables on them real quick. Stun, Tactical Overdrive, boom, dead, right? But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on another one. Peace.